Hello. Welcome to the song. Welcome to the song breakdown. MYOPIC, BIOPIC. So it's I just put out the video for it. I put it out ages ago, but yeah, I was just kind of well enough now to finish it off and make the push and try and promote it a little bit. We're gonna break it down in order of like overall inspiration for the track, interesting lyrics, and then we're gonna go into the actual Logic file and into the project and go and break that down from there. And last thing before we jump in is that if you want to check out the song, I'll put a link down below to check out the music video. I'd really appreciate that. Maybe we can go from triple cardboard to triple plastic, I guess. Whatever the fucking next step is. Anyway, let's jump into it. And so for the sound and the vibe of it, it's kind of inspired by the old Yay Sayer songs a little bit. I don't know if you know that song One, with those like light textures, but just loads of them, loads and loads of textures, just like weaved in with each other. And I wanted it to feel like kind of drudging a little bit, like it's about just kind of getting through life, you know, one foot in front of the other. And I wanted all the textures to be really tactile, right, and kind of heady, like they feel like they're kind of going off the back of your head, if that makes sense at all. I may just be tripping. Like with the lyrics and stuff as well, I want it to be just kind of like the story of my life, a portrait of my life, because I feel like, you know, and I'm sure many of y'all can relate to that, like just that feeling of like drudging through life and like not really quite knowing what's going on, but still putting one foot in front of the other. I also wanted to have like the live instrumentation in there too, mixed with samples, mixed with synth, like electronic added instrumentation. So as you see when we go in there is like samples on samples on samples. I was listening to a lot of Avalanches at the time. Shout out the fucking Avalanches.
Pecuniary lacking, dirty smashing, everything is going.
Wanted to kind of like portray, it's like a you know, less than flattering portrait of myself and my life up until this point. Talk about myself, cone packing, durry smashing. It's a bit like pecuniary lacking. So pecuniary means pertaining to money, anything pertaining to money. I thought that pecuniary lacking, that really like slotted in super nice into the rhyme scheme, and it portrays, you know, the struggles that I've had with money throughout my life.
Feeling like I can't move and I got a hole sick in my sternum. They crush, they got hurt them.
So that one, I wanted it to be like that's like I guess the most descriptive way I could put like the physical feeling of depression for me. It like physically feels like a weight and like a hole kind of going through your chest. I'm not sure if you all have experienced the same, but like just kind of like laying down in bed or sitting or whatever and just feeling kind of locked into that spot through this kind of weight through your chest. Yeah, I was just really trying to get as descriptive on that feeling as possible.
Surgery got me feeling like a god walking amongst men.
This one's just kind of got like a funny context, or just like an interesting story, you know. So basically, I was tripping. I'd taken some acid, And during this trip, I was kind of like, my ego was blowing up. It was blowing up, and I was looping over like, oh my God, I'm a fucking genius. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a god walking amongst these motherfuckers out here in the street. I'm like, and the ego was blowing up. It was going crazy. And to the point where I started freaking out a little bit. Walked into the bathroom and looked at myself in the mirror. And I put my hand on my cheek, and I looked at myself in the eyes, and I said, it's okay. You're still yourself. You're still you. And that calmed me down straight away, funnily enough. It was an interesting and kind of deep and impactful moment on myself. So I wanted to give it a nod in the lyrics in this. I wanted to start with highlighting the drums. Just super basic, standard type drums. But then under this, I added my modular setup. I was able to create this sound. And this one, Delgado Coffee Beats, Janusz gave me the record for this one. I slowed it and stretched it out. The Weekend song called Tears in the Rain. Tears in the rain. That I was inspired by that for this. That's actually initially how it started with this. Then after that, Eva Jacuzzi, stretched out in heaps as well. Freeze this because there's too much shit going on. But I've got basically a super distorted wah version, and then underneath that I just got like a clean bass signal. But then, as you can see, when it gets into the chorus, I replace that solid under sub bass signal with a bass synth. Really solid and really locks in. Let me bring the drums back in. Super distorted out guitar. And we've got this ARP here, which I'm super happy with the texture of this. And here you can see here, this really helps with the transition. Here is it's a Al Stewart sample that I just pitched down an octave. And then pitched it down another two.
SATURN to my friend.
And I'm a big believer in rises and fallers. So this is what I did to really add some punch. Going into that last chorus because I just want it to be massive. And then here's another interesting. So this Alan Parsons sample, I stretched it the fuck out. I did that a lot on here and that's it. I think that's everything that I got to show y'all on this. This is I hope you enjoyed it. If so, let me know down below, and again, watch the music video for it. I animated that whole thing. I learned how to animate. If there's any animators out there, hit me up if you want me to do animation breakdown. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for streaming. We're triple cardboard right now, but let's take it to the moon. Thank you very much. Peace out. Watch for a new GeoGuessr beat next Monday.